So basically what I've been doing is the path of the trail of the deer, is right through here. You can see where they move that log. Then I can see some disturbance up ahead, like right through there. So I'm pretty confident they went through there, or maybe they veered off, but I'm pretty confident it went right through there. So once I have that trajectory, I pick a spot up there, and that's what I head to. And then whenever I move into that spot, I'm only glancing down every once in a while to look at the ground, but I'm keeping my head up because I know these deer are not far ahead and they're going to be close. So every time I pop over one of these ridges, I'm glassing. Let's see if I can see them. Okay, so I just made it to the next spot. And now I'm looking ahead again, and I can see some tracks right through here, and more than likely I can't see much further ahead, but I figure they're headed straight through there. They've been going on a pretty good trajectory. However, in this area I have to go super slow because, as you can see, I'm cresting over a little ridge here. So every 10 feet I walk, yards, whatever, more ground is being exposed to me. So I have to be very careful because there's a good chance those deer are just bedded right up here. So I'm just easing along, glassing, easing along, glassing. So I'm trailing, but basically you're getting close to the approach. Okay guys, just made it to the crest of this little hill, and I've seen some good sign. So right here the deer are feeding, and they're kind of browsing around, it looks like. It looks like there's some more sign right over there. So what that tells me is they're starting to get relaxed, and hopefully they're going to lay down. So I have this little hill that's up in front of me. So I'm just easing along slowly and just glassing as I go. Okay guys, I just went through an area where there was some more browsing. They were feeding on the ground and stuff. So here's another little tip or piece of advice. When you're looking, you need to be looking. You need to be looking way out there. As far as you can see, you're basically looking at that wall of brown out there, because that's where you're going to see the deer at. If you're looking up here, the deer are going to see you before you ever even get close to him. So you need to be looking as far out as you can up there towards that brown and black wall. That's where you're going to see the deer at. Okay, next update guys. I've just crested over this last ridge, and now it opens up, and I'm thinking right up straight ahead. You see where it gets real thick? There's a thicket up there. That's what I anticipate where those deer are headed to. Now, what makes this bad is I've got to cross this valley. Got to go down, then come up. So if those deer are anywhere up on top of that ridge, they're going to see me coming before I even get close to them. Anyway, we shall see. But I'm going to give it a try and see what happens. But that's the risk that I'm facing here based on the terrain and the features. Okay guys, I want to share a couple things with you. I'd lost the trail, the deer had split up, and we're just kind of browsing around, so it was kind of hard to follow. Well, now they're back together. As you can see here, I'm seeing more sign in the leaves than I am in the snow. Well, what's happening is the temperature is actually rising, and it's actually starting to rain now. So the snow is actually melting. Well, as it's melting, it's actually, the deer actually went up this little hill. With the snow melting, it's actually making the tracks disappear. Because actually right through here is where the trail goes. And how I'm seeing it, there's a little bit of sign there, some up there, and through there. So the melting snow is actually making it more difficult to track because it's just degrading the trail so fast. I've actually been on the trail for about 4 hours. And there's some rain coming in. So, of course, I'm not really wanting to get wet. What has hindered the trailing this morning is the wind keeps shifting. A little wind indicator has been swirling all morning. So if there's anything within 100, 200 yards of me, it's probably smelt me. So that makes no good for following deer and trying to get close to them. But anyway, it's been a fun morning, learned a lot.